The story recently that I heard, I'm sure it was reported widely somewhere, but I just saw it in a series of tweets from the New York Times journalist Rukmini Callimachi, who's the New York Times.
She's doing great work.
She's great. Most of what you might have read about ISIS, at least in the Times, has been covered by her. And she tweeted about this pair of cyclists, I forget where they came from, who were run over in, I think it was Tajikistan?
Tajikistan, yeah.
By someone who consciously had pledged affiliation to ISIS, and just saw in Tajikistan the way to run over an infidel is to see someone who's obviously a foreigner. And so apparently he had seen this couple riding their bicycles, clearly from some other country, and ran them over as an act of jihad. But what made this so poignant, and I think it encapsulates so much of what we're talking about here, is these were perhaps the most perfectly idealistic young couple on earth. They were riding all over the globe as a conscious evocation of the philosophy that we just live in one world, and they're just good people everywhere, and if you just put yourself out there, you will find that people of every culture and every race and every background and every religion will want to host you and feed you, and they encountered a lot of that, perhaps almost all of that, until they didn't, right up to the moment they were run over by jihadists. And so you had the coincidence of the youthful Enlightenment idealism, we live in one world where all well-intentioned people of whatever background will find a way to have their values converge. And it's a safe world, and it's a world where you can, with confidence, just go out and not live in fear of difference, right? And all the while, they are putting themselves in a circumstance that's tailor-made to have their idealism shattered by, most horribly, not human evil, but bad ideas that are indistinguishable from the worst of human evil.